What's up, you guys? My name is Ryan, and in this video I want to walk with you through the technical stock analysis for Boeing. Its ticker symbol BA. After we take some time to analyze the stock, it should provide us a good understanding if Boeing could be a good investment choice for us. We'll take a look at the stock's investment potential on both the long and short-term bases. But before we take a look at the chart, please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. So let's jump right in and see if we can see anything with the technical indicators. Let's take a look at Boeing's one-day chart. As you can see, I kind of zoomed in to see the last about 3 months or so. As you can see, this is the peak in June that we saw, at the early June. And then ever since then, Boeing's kind of been on this trending downwards. So it's not looking good so far. However, there's been a lot of analysts that have upgraded the stock potentially to a buy at these levels, considering the prices that we're getting now. In addition to that, there is some good news coming out with the 737 that potentially can raise the stock's price. So first, I placed some levels of support and resistance that we've seen historically. So we see a strong support here at 145. We saw this earlier in September, and potentially that's actually a strong support that we've had. In addition to that, we have the 152 level, which we've seen it bounce off a couple times now. In addition to that, we have this channel trending downwards, so potentially that'll act as a resistance going forward, this line. For historical values, we have 180, 195, and almost like a 208. And these two numbers happened, back in June when we saw those bigger numbers when the market was actually rallying for the travel industry. And so now it's kind of been on this trend. So these will be some time before we can break through those. Another thing to consider is this moving average that's trending downwards. So this will also take some time, but potentially if we have another month or so, it'll be coming into play, unless we actually have a big move up, but I don't expect that within the near term. So let's kind of look at some other technical analysis tools to see what we can deduce where the price is headed for Boeing. Still taking a look at the one-day chart, I zoomed out a bit to include the months of the coronavirus at the start of here, so we can actually use the Fibonacci regression tool to kind of deduce some extra levels of support and resistance that we might see. So using this tool, it'd be right here. Use the Fibonacci extension on the swing high position and swing low. Now we drag it back up to the swing high. So we see some interesting things here as we place it. I'll recolor this to stand out here. So we actually see a confirmation of this support here at the 145 level, where we can see why it's acting as a strong support, because we also see it as a Fibonacci support also. However, there aren't any other ones. Actually, this happened here. This 180, pretty much 189, acted as a resistance here at this point here, and I just didn't mark it. And also earlier in late June, it also did the same. So at 189, we can see a resistance. And actually that'll be the closest Fibonacci resistance, but it's also sandwiched in between some other ones that we have seen act as resistance levels at the pretty much 180 level, and then the 194. So this will act as an additional resistance going forward that we can see. It has been trading in a large channel, so I think the biggest key moving forward is if it can break out of this trending channel and break up into some of these larger stock prices here. So I believe in the long term, obviously we'll eventually return to where we were. It's just a matter of time of how long it will take. Potentially this could actually be years, but I think with the increase in the TSA checkpoint data, there's more people flying now at a steadier pace. This is increasing. So that's a good news. So as more and more people fly, the wear on the on these planes increases, and then potentially you need more and more of them to be serviced and to be created. So that's when Boeing steps in, and potentially these orders will increase. In addition, like I said before, the 737 has potentially some good news, and they want to have it flying by the end of the 2020. So that could bolster the stock price, hopefully over the $200 mark, but that's yet to be seen. So I think this has great long-term potential. Short-term, I believe if you can get it under like 150, that could be a good buy. Right now, it's about 163, but earlier last week, it was in the 140s. So yeah, it's something to look at because it does have a pretty big swing right now. So potentially you could do some scalping on it also. Good luck if you're in this stock. Potentially could be a good one long term. Thanks guys for watching, but remember to like and subscribe for any more technical stock analysis. Also, you can drop a comment for any specific stocks you want me to take a look over.